Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we'll discuss about some of the non-epithelial cells from where the tumors develop. So in my previous video I discussed about some of the epithelial origins of tumor. So in this video I'll discuss about some of the non-epithelial origin. So let's get started. So starting with some of the origins that develop from the non-epithelial cells. So in this, the first one comes is the connective tissues. All right, so the remainder of the malignant tissue tumor arise from the non-epithelial tissues throughout the body. So as said in my previous video, around 70% of them are formed by epithelial origin, whereas the rest 30% are developed from the non-epithelial cells. So the first major class of non-epithelial cancers derive from various connective tissues, and all of which share a common origin in the mesoderm of the embryo. So they all have a common origin in the mesoderm of the embryo. So you will see this term mesoderm of embryo in number of classes of non-epithelial cancers. So the first class is the connective tissues. All right, so there are many connective tissues present in a human body. From there, these tumor cells derive. Also, these tumors, the sarcomas, constitute only 1% of the tumors encountered in the oncology clinic. So this form a very less. These are infected with. The people are very less infected with these types of cancers. All right. Also, the sarcomas derive from the variety of mesenchymal cell types. Included among these are fibroblasts-related connective tissues, cell types that secrete collagen. Also, I'll show you a table that's related to the connective tissue non-epithelial cancer. So as you can see, there are various types of common sarcomas or cancerous cells or different types of tumors, as you can see, depending on the cell lineage. All right, so there are certain tumors such as osteosarcoma, liposarcoma, leiomyosarcoma, and these are some of these cell lineages according to them, such as osteosarcoma have their lineage as osteoblast, which is a bone forming cell. Then we have adipocyte, which is a fat cell, which leads to liposarcoma. So there are lots of tumors that develop from these cell lineages, but these are very rare, as we know. It's just the 1% population that is infected with this. So moving with that, so coming to the second group, which develops from the non-epithelial cancers arise from various cell types, are the blood forming cells or the hematopoietic tissues. As you can see, this is the hematopoietic origin, which is a very important, and a lot of population suffers with this hematopoietic origin. So this hematopoietic origin leads to various types of cancers. All right, so I'll again show you a table related to the hematopoietic origin and lots of different diseases related to this. All right, so as we know, hematopoietic origin forms the core for the formation of blood cells. All right, all different kinds of blood cells, whether it be erythrocytes, whether it be WBCs, RBCs, whether it be T cells, B cells. So without the presence of hematopoietic cells, hematopoietic tissues, a human body cannot survive. So the infection of the hematopoietic origin leads to a lot of diseases, such as you can see in the screen, the term leukemia, which is very common, as you guys have heard. So this is the infection in the white blood cells. All right, so it refers to the malignant derivatives of several of these hematopoietic cell lineages that move freely throughout the circulation, and unlike the red blood cells, are non-pigmented. Also, there are lymphomas, which forms a mass of tumors, or forms a solid mass with in relation to the lineages of B cells and T cells. So I'll show you a chart for this. Here you see on your screen the various types of more common hematopoietic malignancies. So these are very common diseases, as you all have heard, such as acute lymphocytic leukemia, acute myelogenous leukemia, chronic myelogenous leukemia. So there are many types of diseases related to the hematopoietic malignancies. So moving with that. So some of the problems or some of the reasons related to some of these diseases are here. So the acute lymphocytic leukemia arise from both B cell and T cell lineages of lymphocytes. So these arise from B cell and T cell lineages. So the core main reason of ALL is B cell and T cells, whereas for AML, acute myelogenous leukemia, they have only a small rim of cytoplasm around the large nuclei, and accordingly there are a number of cells that are infected with this. So as you can see, they are marked with A, B, C, D, E. So this is A, this is B, this is C. So there are different magnification at a different magnification that these cell lineages are viewed. So as you can see, also we have CML here. So CML, a variety of leukemic cells of the myeloid lineage, are apparent, suggesting the differentiation of myeloid stem cells into different distinct cell types. And lastly, we have multiple myeloma, which is a malignancy of the plasma cells of B cell lineage, alright, which secrete antibody molecules, explaining their relative large cytoplasms in their protein destined for secretion are processed and matured. So these are some of the hematopoietic origin of tumors. Coming to the last non-epithelial origin of cancers. So the third and the last major group of non-epithelial tumors arise from cells that form various components of the central and peripheral nervous systems. So this is a very important part. So there are lots of cells or lots of tissues that are related to the central and peripheral nervous system. So these tumor cells arise from the central and the peripheral nervous systems. So these are often termed neuroectodermal tumors. So just remember the term, which is very important. So that these are often termed. So the tumors developed from the central and peripheral nervous systems are termed as neuroectodermal tumors to reflect their origins in their outer cell layer of the cell of the early embryo. So included here are the glioblasts, glioblastomas, neuroblastomas. Again, I'll show you a chart related to this. Here you go. So as you can see on the screen, there are a number of tumors and the lineage accordingly. So there are many types of malignancies or cancer cells or tumors formed from the central and the nervous system. So as you can see, astrocytoma, which is developed from the astrocyte lineage, which is a type of glial cells, and accordingly there are many types of tumors. So you can just give it a read. So let's just keep this video till this, and I'll be back to another video very soon. So thanks for watching, and please give it a like and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you.